Hello indie game lovers, nerds and nerdettes, my name is Feniks and this is Indie Game News. Before we start, remember to check the video description for additional information. Today we look at Tycoon genre. As always, we start with the updates of last month. Another brick to the mail is still dishing regular monthly updates. Version 0.15 is out now. We will see addition of 10 new floor types. You can now build the floors outside of the buildings. Players will have access to new research projects. Logistics, doubling the crates delivery players can get, as well as cleaning technology, which will unlock automatic floor scrubbers for your janitors. You will also receive prompts when the projects and objective are completed. There also has been changes for additional attendance for special and seasonal events. We'll see big optimization for larger malls and some bug fixes and tweaks. Medieval's Shopkeeper have received 5 new updates since my last video, so it's time to look at it again. Other shops will now display selling items, which will affect your own sales and prices. We'll see addition of new customers, a couple of player shops types to choose from. Players can now play with the new farm system, allowing you to grow your own plants. As a result, previous forest area will be replaced with the fields and moved somewhere else. We'll see addition of new fish and seeds, as well as some farming tools. Players will also see changes and improvements to the tooltips and UI, making the game more intuitive and easier to grasp. For the game that gave every vibe of YouTube bait, Medieval Shopkeeper is actually coming along quite nicely, and sits on the very respectable 89% positive review score on Steam. Okay, it's time to talk about new releases. 2 Point Hospital, a successor of legendary Team Hospital, released on the Steam on the 30th of August. As you can expect, your job in here is manage and build a hospital in order to generate profit and cure some people as the side effects. Game embraces the silliness and humor of the original title, and you will have to deal with some bizarre illnesses, from lightheadedness to cubism. Yes, lightheadedness is what the name suggests. Your patient's head has changed into the light bulb. You are tasked with a mission to build hospital from scratch, employing right staff, expanding your business. You will need to make sure that your staff is able to diagnose the conditions, deal with the patients quickly and effectively, and send them cured on their way home, hopefully generating enough profit to expand further and handle even more patients with the more difficult cases to diagnose. You will be able to train your staff, leveling them up with the skills and abilities, improve and upgrade your equipment, as well as analyze the market needs and demands, and adjust your prices accordingly. You may need to marginalize some of the conditions in order to capitalize on some mad disease outbreak. The game has received so far 84% positive review score on Steam, out of 600 reviews submitted, and unlike 99% of new upcoming Tycoon games, this one is actually full release and not an early access product. Another release on this month is UniverCity. It is an isometric university management game that came out on the early access on the 14th of August. Your job is to manage your staff, professors and students, and try to build the best university around. You will try to build your university solo or against the friends, and you will be able to build many different classes whilst trying to ensure the students get good grades. What I like about this game is the scale of it. Your building plots are truly massive, and you will have hundreds of students coming through your doors. It is currently in a very early access, but you may want to keep an eye on it. My mate False Phoenix has a short series on it, so feel free to check it out. You should see the card in the right top corner right now. Okay, time to move to upcoming games. Megaquarium is set to release on the 13th of September this year. Megaquarium is the game by developer of Big Pharma. Starting with just a few tanks and the most basic of livestock, you will grow your aquarium into a thronging metropolis filled with hundreds of guests, tens of staffs and multitude of different aquatic life forms, each with their own unique care requirement. The game features almost 100 different marine species, including fish, sharks, corals, jellyfish, other invertebrates, and even a turtle. Players will need to decide between training their own staff or recruiting a talent from outside. As well as under management policy, will you run the very focused team, or will everyone be able to do a little bit of everything? You will be able to upgrade your facilities, research new stock, and expand your complex. In the meantime, you will need to keep an eye on the finances and ensure that you can look after all these animals safely. Your income will depend on the customer's happiness, so keeping them happy is a key. You will be able to play with the campaign mode or jump straight into a sandbox. As with Big Pharma, developer promises easy to learn, difficult to master type of game. To really thrive and take on the greatest challenges, you will need a Laferna thinking brain and attention to details. Will you group your animals by food type, water quality, or something entirely else? Will you locate your equipment in a centralized hub using pumps, or spread them around, embracing the zoning system? Another announcement comes from the Honey I Joined the Cult. The game doesn't have official release yet, but we have a workable alpha and is being shown at the events in the UK. In the Honey I Joined the Cult, you will take control in your own 70s cult. You will build and expand your base, manage your resources, and make as much money out of your followers as possible. Your job is to create a cult, brainwash and attract more followers to your cause, and expand your power. From the first glance, the game looks like a prison architect on acid, but as you look deeper there is more to the game to keep it original and interesting. You are not only running a small colony / prison for your followers, you are also looking at the ways to legitimize your cult and influence the outside of your colony. Your most trusted followers will be able to leave the camp and be sent on the various missions. It will depend on your style, but it can include grabbing few homeless and desperate from the street, or it may be slow infiltration of political structures and expanding your standing. As more information is released about the game, I will let you guys know. For now, the closed alpha 2 will be shown to the public during the events in Birmingham and London over the next few months. Our final announcement comes from the Parkasaurus. I have showcased this game several times on the channel, so I'm glad to say it's going to be released next month on the 25th of September. From the developer's website we can learn that Parkasaurus is a zany dinosaurs management game that challenges the player not only to provide the guests with a unique dinosaurs zoo, but to care for their dino friends by crafting the perfect exhibits, gifting them the cutest hats, and traveling back in time to rescue them from the demise. Your job as a successful dino park manager will be to ensure your exhibit's safety and well-being. Each dinosaur requires a unique biosphere, which means the shape of the exhibit, materials used, ecology plans, elevation and humidity. They all will play the key role in whatever a dino and park are thriving or become extinct again. You will have to wisely spend resources to build ultimate dino park and turn a profit to ensure future stability. By reading reviews and observing your guests, and fine-tuning the flow and arrangement of your park to maximize the happiness of your guests and the dinos alike. You will also need to manage and train your employees, as well as deal with various weather and disaster events. Finally, you will be able to travel in time and snatch dinos' eggs, to then later hatch them in your own facility. Okay guys, that's it in this month indie game news. If you know of any other games that should be featured in the next month update, or you release the game yourself, please contact me at writetoFeniks@gmail.com or tweet to me at Feniks_gaming. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe for more. Nerds and Nerdettes, my name is Feniks, and it was a pleasure to have you here. Take care.